Hi, I'm Rashmi and welcome to my show. I hope all of you all are staying safe and staying home and doing lots of Yogalates with me at home. Today we're going to do a practice with hip openers. So this is great to stretch out your groin, your inner thighs, your hamstrings. If you feel tightness, there are a lot of people who have written to me who want to do hip openers. So this one is for you. So we're going to start sitting down on your mat. If you're ready, you can sit at the back of your mat and let's sit in Vajrasana. So you're sitting down on your ankles. We're first going to come into the child's pose. So inhale, slowly raise your hands up. And as you exhale, you bend forward and start walking your hands forward and stretch. So you want to stay here and hold it. Your knees are close to each other. Breathe. And slowly come onto your fours now on your hands and knees. Now while you're here, if you feel like your alignment is not okay, you get your knees just under your hips, your palms under your shoulders. You're going to open your knees out so that they are on the outside of your mat. And we're going to slowly move forward, moving your head beyond the line of your palms. And then you're going to sit back into child's pose, but with your knees opened out. We're going to keep going, slowly pushing forward and pushing back. Pushing forward and back. Push forward and back. Push forward and back. Keep going. Push forward and back. Push forward and back. Push forward and back. Push forward and back. You inhale and push forward. Exhale, push back. Push forward, push back. 2 more times. Inhale, exhale. One last time. Inhale and exhale and stay down. Again, walk your fingers forward. You want to get a good stretch in your hip joint, your inner thighs. Stay there and stretch. Now, slowly, keeping your palms on your mat, let's lift up into the downward dog pose. So lifting your knees off your mat, stay and stretch. And slowly from here, get your right leg forward. So you want to keep your right foot on your mat in between both your palms. Your left knee is on the floor. You're going to lift your hands up and push the body weight forward on your right knee. And staying here, we're just going to keep pulsing forward, going down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Once you finish, you place your palms back on your mat, lift your left knee off your mat and walk to the center. You're going to stay at the center, hold it, breathe. If you're not able to touch your palms on the floor, you can place your hands on your legs just below your knees or above your knees, however you feel comfortable. Stay here, hold the stretch. And slowly walk your hands towards your left foot now. So your palms are on either side of your left foot, your right knee is down on the floor. Once again, you lift both your hands off, keeping them on your left thigh, and we start pulsing forward again 10 times. Going 1, 2, 3, 4. While you're doing this, you feel a good stretch on your right side, your right leg, especially on your groin and your hip flexor. Once you finish with 10, place your palms back on your mat, lift your right knee off, walk back to the center, stay down and stretch. Breathe. Now get your feet a little bit closer to each other and turn your toes out. You're going to come into a squat and you're going to place your elbows on your thighs. Again, just staying here, feeling a good stretch in your hip flexor, and we're going to start moving from side to side. So you're just taking your knee from one side to the other very slowly, moving to your right and to your left. Keep going. Keep breathing normally while you do this. Now stay center and hold for 5 counts. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly place both your palms back on your right side, getting your left knee back down on the floor. Your right foot is in between both your palms. Lift your palms off your mat, placing them on your leg, and again we'll keep pulsing. Going down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Palms back on your mat. Lift your left knee off. Come to the center. We'll go a little bit faster now towards your left side. So walk towards your left, bending your right knee, placing it down on the floor. Palms on your left thigh and start pulsing. Going down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Slowly get your palms back on the floor. Walk back to the center. Again, stay down and stretch. Now, while you're here, you're going to start moving your hip from side to side. So, I'm isolating only my hip joint. I'm not moving my upper body. I just move my hip to the right and to the left, feeling a good stretch on my inner thighs. Keep going. Continue to keep your knees straight. It's a very small movement, so your knees don't bend. Keep going. And now let your toes point outward, and we're going to go into small lunges. So you continue to keep your palms on the floor, and you just go from towards your right and towards your left. Okay, now let's go towards your right side. Try and come into a deep lunge. Stay there and hold it. And while you're here, try to push your right knee away. And you're keeping your left palm on your left leg so that you try to feel a good stretch on your left inner thigh. Stay there and hold. Feel the stretch and breathe. Okay, slowly lift up, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. So now your right leg is stretched out. You're trying to sit completely on your left. Push your left knee more to the back and slowly place your palm on your right leg. So wherever you can place it, push it out, stretch. And slowly lift yourself up. Come back to the center. Now from here, we're going to come getting your feet closer together. Get them slightly more than hip distance apart and slowly come into a standing position. Okay, so your toes should be pointing outward. We're going to go into a deep squat or malasana. So you join your palms together, keep them at the center of your heart. Breathe in. And as you exhale, slowly, let's sit into a deep squat. Let's stay here and hold it. We're going to breathe for 5 counts. Ensure that your elbows are pushing your knees out. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly come back up. I'm going to go back down again. Slowly as you exhale, going down and hold. 1. Remember, if you're not able to come into a deep squat, you can come into a half squat where you're not sitting all the way down, especially if you have knee issues. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. Slowly come back up. Breathe in. And as you exhale, come back down. Now, while we're here, we're going to start moving from side to side. Slow, gentle movements going from side to side. Keep going. You'll feel a good stretch. Keep going, don't stop. Come back to the center. Slowly come back up and relax. Now walk your feet to the back of your mat. So staying at the back of your mat, inhale, slowly raise your head up. Exhale, touch your chin to your chest, and we're going to roll down. Slowly going all the way down. Once you go down, you walk your palms forward and come into the downward dog pose and stretch. Now, once I come into this pose, I'm going to raise my right leg up, open my right knee out to the side and stretch, keeping my knee pointing up towards the sky or the ceiling. Now, raise your right leg up, pointing your toe up towards the sky. And slowly get your right leg forward so that your right heel is close to your left hip bone. We're coming to the half pigeon pose. Now, while you're here, You want to feel the contact between your heel and your hip bone. So you're sitting low. Stay here and hold it. Breathe. Walk your palms closer to your body and stretch. Okay, you're going to place your left palm on your head. Your right knee is bent. As you inhale, you're going to twist to the back. As you exhale, you're going to touch your elbow to your knee. We'll keep going. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Few more times. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. One last time. Inhale up. Exhale down. Slowly place your palm back down on your mat. Curl the toes of your left foot in and come back into the downward dog pose and stretch. Stay there and hold it. Now we do the same thing with your left leg. So first you raise your left leg up, opening it out towards the ceiling or the sky, and then you try to straighten your left leg, pointing it up as high as you can take it, feeling a good stretch in your inner thighs, your hamstrings, and then you slowly get your left leg forward so that your left heel is close to your right hip bone. From here, once again, you stretch to the back. Ensure that your heel is in contact with your hip bone and slowly place your right hand on your head. Inhale up, exhale down. Keep going. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Keep going. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, exhale. Two more times. Inhale, exhale. One last time. Inhale and exhale. Slowly place your palms on the floor. Curl the toes of your right leg in and push back into the downward dog pose and stretch. Slowly get your knees down on your mat. Open your knees out to the sides. Sit back again and relax in child's pose with your knees opened out. Okay, slowly lift your head up. Come back onto your fours on your hands and knees. Curl your toes once again. Lift back up into the inverted V pose and stretch. Now once again get your right leg forward in between both your palms, but your right knee will be straight. You walk both your palms to the center between both your feet. Stay there and stretch. Now you're going to walk your hands to your right side and to your left. Just keep swinging your hands, going towards your right and towards your left, right and towards your left. Keep going to your right, to your left, right and left. Now stay on your right side and stretch. Keep trying to touch your head to your knee. Breathe. Slowly walk towards your left and stretch. Try touching your head to your knee. Slowly come back to the center. Now what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and come into a sitting position from your legs being wide apart without touching your without getting your knees on the floor and without bending your knees. So I'm going to walk slightly to the front of my mat, and now you walk to either one side, whichever side you feel comfortable. So I'm going to walk towards my right side and I'm going to try to sit down on my mat. So if you're able to do that, then you sit with your legs stretched out. If you're not able to come into the sitting position from standing, then you slowly bend your knees, sit down on your mat and then open your legs out to the sides. Now while you're here, you're going to slowly stretch from side to side. So you're not using your hands yet. You can just keep your palms on your knees, just slowly moving from side to side. Now you want to ensure that you're at your maximum stretch with your feet flexed and your toes pointed outward. So keep going to your right and to your left. Slowly come back to the center. Now bend both your knees. Get your feet closer to each other. We're going to come into the butterfly pose or Baddha Konasana. So grabbing hold of your big toes. First we start moving your knees up and down just to feel little looser in your muscles. And now take a deep breath in. As you exhale, try and bend forward. Now when you bend forward, remember you're not trying to slouch, so you're not trying to push your shoulders forward. We're just going to go forward and we're going to come back up. We're going to repeat the same thing over and over so that you can stretch a little more. So as you exhale, you go forward. Inhale, you come up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, up. Keep going. Exhale, forward. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, forward. Now with every passing forward you go, try to stretch a little bit more. So with every exhale, you're trying to stretch. With every inhale, you're coming up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. One last time. Exhale and inhale. Now place your palms on your knees and we'll keep doing the same movement. This time you might feel it a little bit more because your palms are pressing your knees down so that you can stretch a little more. Keep going. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Two more times. Exhale, forward. Inhale, up. One last time. Exhale, forward. Stay there and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come back up. Once you come up, let's stretch your left leg out on your mat, keeping your right knee bent. And in this position now, you're just going to stretch sideways and come back up. So you want to keep your foot flexed, stretch sideways and come back up. Feel the stretch on your leg, stretch and up. One more time, stretch and stay there and hold. Tilt your head upwards, keep your palm on the side of your waist and stretch. Now you're going to come back up, lie down on your mat, lift your leg up and pull your leg closer towards you, feeling a good stretch on your hamstrings and your inner thighs. Stretch. Slowly come back up and we'll switch legs. So now you place your right leg is straight, your left knee is bent. Again, we're going to stretch to the side and come back up. Keep going. Stretch and up and stretch and up, stretch and up. Few more times. Stretch and up and stretch. Up. One last time. Stay there and hold it. Keep stretching. Breathe. Tilt your head upwards. Slowly come back up. Now lie down on your mat. Lift your leg back up. Stretch your leg up as high as you can take it. Slowly come back up and relax. Okay, we're going to come into the butterfly pose once again. This time we're going to stay down and hold the stretch. So you join your feet together, get them as close to you as you can. Breathe in and as you exhale, bend forward, stay down and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly come back up. Get your feet a little bit forward. You'll get your hands under your legs and come into Kurmasana. So you get your hands under, try to touch your elbows to the floor. Once again, stay down. Try to touch your head to your toes. Breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly come back up. Now grab hold of your right leg. Hold your right leg as if your right leg is a baby and you just keep going from side to side. Now when you do this, you'll feel a pull on your hamstrings or inner thighs. So we're just trying to stretch it out a little bit more. We're also trying to warm up your hip flexor muscle. So you keep going from side to side. breathe. And slowly place your leg down. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. So lift your left leg up and again going from side to side. So imagine you're rocking your baby to sleep. Slowly get your leg down and relax. Next thing we're going to do is Upavishta Konasana, the seated wide leg stretch. So you stretch your legs out on your mat. We did this previously, but we did not bend forward and stretch. So first you place your palms on the floor, place your elbows on the floor, stay there and hold it. Feel a good stretch. Breathe. Now ensure that your toes are not turning in and your toes are turned outward. Walk your hands, try to walk one more step forward, stretch and breathe. And let's try and walk one more step forward. Hold, keep breathing. Now place your palms on your toes, so fingers holding your toes. Keep trying to lean forward. Your aim is to touch your chin to the floor. So keep trying to keep your knees straight. Remember not to lift your knees up. Do only as much as you can. If your knees are bending and if you're in this position, just stay here and hold. Don't try to do more. Bend and stretch. Hold it. Slowly come back up. You're going to lift your right leg, lift your left leg, getting them closer to each other. We're going to come back into the deep squat or malasana. So I want you to sit, stay here and hold. I promise you we're almost done. So stay there, feel a good stretch, breathe. What I'm doing with my body now is we're swinging forward and back. So we did side to side before this, but now we're moving forward and back. And now place your palms on the floor. Come up, increase the distance between your legs. Come back into that squat. Stay there with your elbows on your knees. We're only repeating this so that you feel a really good stretch at the end of this. And now I want you to place your palms on your knees and slowly move your shoulders from side to side. So moving your right shoulder forward and then switch, moving your left shoulder forward. So you're trying to straighten one arm and bend the other, and straighten one arm and bend the other. Keep going. Straighten and bend, and straighten and bend. 2 more times. Straighten and bend, and straighten and bend. Slowly get your palms back on the floor. Get your knees down on the floor, and we'll sit and relax in child's pose. So open your knees out to the sides. Stay down and breathe. Let's take a deep breath in and slowly exhale. Okay, we're going to do one last stretch for your legs since we have really worked on opening out your hip joint and your groin. You're going to lie down on your mat, bend your knees, grab hold of your ankles, and we'll come into Dhanurasana, the bow pose. So take a deep breath in. And slowly lift your head, your chest, your knees, your thighs. Stay there and stretch. Breathe. Slowly come back down and relax. Release your legs. Now we're going to lie down on your mat. So lie down, open your knees out to the sides. So we're coming into the lying down butterfly pose. You want to feel your spine on your mat. Your feet are together, knees are opened out. You can either keep your palms open to the sky or you can keep your palms close to your abdomen. Stay there, breathe and stretch. Now interlock your fingers. Stretch your hands to the back. Your fingers are interlocked, your hands are stretched to the back, feet are together, knees are opened out. staying in Supta Baddha Konasana, the lying down butterfly pose. Breathe and stretch. And slowly get your feet closer together. Get your knees closer together. And just moving your knees from side to side. So while you're doing this, you're trying to touch your left knee to your right foot. And then your right knee to your left foot. You want to twist, stretch. And slowly come back to the center and relax. We're finally done stretching out your hip flexor muscles. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you usually feel very tight in your inner thighs and your hamstrings and especially your hip flexor muscle, this video will help you to stretch it out a little bit. I hope you're liking all the videos that I'm putting out. If you're liking the videos, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching and I'll see you soon.